Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Debbie. In this video I'll be showing you how to make this. So this is what this video is all about. I will encourage you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so, and if you have, thank you so much. And also remember that all the videos on this channel are not for you alone. Please watch, share and subscribe. Let's get started. Alright guys, this is the pattern I'll be using, and this is my hemline, this is my natural nail line, and this is my hip and my waist as well. So from the center front I will draw a line on the parts that is supposed to be. This pattern is without dart allowance, so you can add dart allowance to yours and draw your dart fine, but here I feel like don't need a dart on this skirt on this pattern. So but that area where the dart is supposed to be drawn, that's where I'm trying to draw a dart line right from the waist down to my hemline. Now that I'm done drawing my line from the waistline, I will come down by 1 inch, and from this 1 inch I would measure half an inch in 5 places. Is either 4, 5 or probably 6 places as the case may be. Okay, so here I have the half an inch. So from the half an inch that follows the 1 inch, you are going to insert more of it to make like 4 points or 4 spots or 5 spots or 6 spots. So this actually depends on how full you want the gathers to be. Okay, so you or the pleats, so it all depends on how full you want that rushed part to look like. Okay, so here I'm going to be connecting to the side front, to my side. Can you see? So here there is no rule to be followed. I didn't follow any rule, I didn't measure. So the only thing I did here was just to be done with one side, and I needed to replicate on the other side as well. So the distance between one line to the other must be the same on the other side. So that was what I actually did here. Okay, so now I'm trying to copy the same thing so that I could have the same slashed lines on both sides. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to do. And the essence of me having a line on my darts, or a dart line, let me put it that way, is that I want my rushed design or style to be situated or placed on that part. So if you want yours to be in the center front, beautiful, you can do it that way. So but this is what I want, and that's what I'm doing. So it actually depends on where you want the rushed style or design to be. Okay, So I have my brown paper with me here, so I'm going to start slashing. First thing is to, you know, open up the dot line, okay, and the next thing I'm going to be doing is to measure from the hemline upward to have a kind of slit, because this is like a pencil. In fact, this is a pencil skirt, and usually I'm supposed to have an opening at the back, okay, like a vent at the back, but you know, there won't be any vent at the back. So I want the opening or the slit to be in the front, and I want the shape to be like this, okay. So all you need to do is to measure from your hemline upward, okay, your desired, you know, measurement. Here I have about 8 inches, okay, right from the hem upward. So, and that's where I'm, you know, can you see the curve here? So you can make it any shape you want, but I think this is, for me, it's okay. So now I'm slashing each of the lines. So now that I'm done slashing this side, so I'm going to make use of my brown paper, okay. So I'll place it like so and begin to spread. Slash and spread technique is a technique, okay, or slash and spread method is a technique in fashion designing, okay. When you're trying to achieve fullness on your design, you're trying to, you know, maybe create gathers or, you know, pleats or whatever. So you need to apply this technique, and it is very, very easy, okay. So right now I am on the other side. So I'm spreading like so. This is the final outcome, can you see? And I spread it with 2 inches, okay. So you can do 1 inch, you can do 1.5, you can do, you know, depends on how maybe full you want it to be, okay. But for me, it's 2 inches. So I'm trying to pleat so that you guys can have an idea of how it's going to look by the time I am done with it on the fabric. So pleating it, can you see how it's, you know, the look is right now? Can you see? Beautiful, right? So this is, you know, how it's going to look like. So now I'm going to cut this dark line and also cut the shape at the hemline as well. Okay, so I have 2 panels for the front, okay. So here you are going to note your check points, and this checkpoint must match up on the fabric, okay. So these are your checkpoints and they are very important, okay. So this fabric is actually a chiffon fabric, very, very light. it's very light. Sincerely, it's, if you're not careful, you get confused. Shaky kind of material, very light and all of that. So but you just need to be very careful when you are dealing with such fabrics. So like I said, your checkpoints are very important. I had already marked my checkpoint on the fabric, so I'm trying to match them up. So once I'm done matching them with pin, I'm going to sew. And I think here I've already joined it on my machine, so I have it sewn already. Okay, so can you see my reference point here? Okay, this is my reference point where the slashed part actually started from. Can you see the slashed lines? I mean, okay, can you see it from the wrong side? Okay, so this is where the pleats or the gathers is going to start from. Okay, here, because my fabric is very light, I need to measure where my pleat is going to start from actually, and from that point down I think it's 5 inches. So which means when I'm pleating or trying to gather, everything has to match up to 4 inches. You know that from waist to my hip depth is, to my hip line is 9 inches. So, and you know, whatever I'm trying to pleat, if this fabric were to be a thicker one, of course I would have marked the points, okay, where the pleat is going to start from, how I'm going to fold it and all of that. But this fabric is actually very, very light, so it's a bit difficult to do that. Okay, so but you can just measure and ensure that your pleats, your gathering, whatever, must not exceed the required measurement. Okay, now from my waist I'm going to come down by 1.5. Why? Because my seam allowance has been added. Okay, on the pattern I came down by 1 inch from the waistline. So, and that is where my pleats, my, you know, slash line on my pattern actually started from. So, and that's why I'm trying to, you know, do the same thing here. So, and once you are done pleating, you are going to sew it down. Though here I didn't sew it, so, and I'm going to show you the outcome on my mannequin once I'm done pleating. Okay, so this is a very, very simple design to make. You can actually do yours and, you know, let me know the outcome. And if you have any question, please ensure you drop your questions in the comment section. Okay, you want to make inquiries, my number is on the screen. So thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.